Alright, welcome back to season 5 of our show, and today we're smoking up some corned beef. Let's show you how to get it done. Alright, so right here I got a few corned beef soaking in this brine bucket. So we're just going to pull all these out. These have been soaking for about 8 hours. I've had these soaking to get some of the salt out of here. So we're just going to get them out of here. Now the reason why I soak these is so I can get all the salt out of here, because corned beef is very salty. And this is an easy way, if you're gonna make pastrami, this is an easy way how to do it. Just take corned beef, which has got everything in it, the makings for pastrami, and just soak all the salt out of it. So we're just gonna get all of our pieces out. All right, we're gonna get this brine off to the side, and then we're gonna bring in some paper towels, and we're gonna start to pat these guys dry. Just to get any excess water off of them. But you want them nice and dry, because you want your binder that we're going to put on here to stick. So we're using a mustard base today, and we're basically using the same rhythm as you would when you make pastrami. Alright, so we got this off to the side, and now we're going in with a little mustard base. And you want to use a decent amount of this. I mean, a really good amount. Alright, so now we got that. Now in here, I have coriander and black peppercorn. I'm just going to mix them up. And into the grinder we go. $50-50 amounts, so make it equal parts. And we're gonna give it a good grind. Now I don't want to pulverize this all the way down to nothing, but I still want a good grind on it. Alright, that's about it. So off we go. And now we're going to start to rub in that mustard. Smokers right now is going at 225 degrees. We're using some oak, a little simple oak wood. And we're going to run these for about 5 hours, depending. We'll watch our temperature, we'll see how it's cooking, and we'll just judge it from there. And you always want to use a good cooker. I mean, pellet smoke works good too, but it's not going to get the smoke on here like a traditional smoker would. And that's the problem with using pellet grills for this. So those of you guys on pellet grills, you're really not going to get the same result. If you're using the pellet grill, you might want to think about switching over for this one. Alright, here we go. Let's get the rub in there. Be generous with it. And you can just smell this right now. As soon as that coriander hit it, it smells like pastrami. It's very fragrant. You see how that binder just sticks and brings all those spices on there? That's exactly what you're looking for. And look how much of this I have left. So little goes a long way. Just get all your sides. You're going to hit this piece up. Now fatty pieces work well for this. Normally, if you got a corned beef brisket, you don't want the fat. But with this, smoking it, you need that fat. So if you can get some fatty pieces, that's what you want. Okay, a little bit more there. And now I'm just gonna equal it out and use it all. And use the most on your showing sides, because you're going to have your sides that are the showers. Alright, so I'm going to put all these back in place. Just like that. And now I'm just going to hit the top with a lot of that. And there you have it. Alright, we're going to meet you onto the cooker, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. Let's get this on. Whew. That's what you want, a nice smoky fire. So I'm going to bring this rack out. Get these pieces on. And leave some nice room. That way you have that room. There we go. And there it is. We're going to close up, see you in 3 hours to baste, and take them off in 6. Don't go anywhere. Alright, time to miss this. Look at those guys. They're looking right. We're just going to give these a nice mist. 4 hours in. I'm going to let them go a little bit more. And then we're going to wrap them. And then we'll meet you back here when we're pulling them, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. Time to pull these guys. Alright, we're going to pull these, and then we're going to wrap these guys up. I mean, that's how dark you want them. Just like that. Get my ones on the bottom. And then we're going to wrap them up, and in the oven they go. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. Alright, 6 hours smoke. Now we got to braise these guys to get them tender. Let's show you how to do that. So right here we have some plastic wrap. So we're just going to go right over top of this with some plastic wrap. Now a lot of people think you can't put plastic wrap inside an oven, but you certainly can. We set our oven to 300 degrees. And you just want to wrap this up real good. This is going to keep in all that moisture. And then we're going over top of it with aluminum foil. So this is going to really lock in the moisture here. And this is a very unique way of doing this. And it's done in most of your modern day restaurants today. They just don't tell you that. Alright, so now that we got that wrapped, I'm going to lift one little corner here and end with a little braising liquid we got. I'm just going to feel it out. And that's about it. Just enough to cover the bottom of the pan. That's all you need. You don't want to boil this, you just want to braise it. Wrap it tight. And now let's get our aluminum off. I'm going to go over with a couple of sheets. Get that tight. Spin it around. Another sheet on there. Now we're going to get that tight. And that is it. That's all you need. We're going to get it nice and tight. And into the oven, and we're looking for an internal temperature about 200 to 205. Preferably more on the 205 side. So in the oven she goes, and we'll meet you back here to show you the rest of the meal. Don't go anywhere. internal temperature we're looking for is 205, so that should take about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Meet you back here, don't go anywhere. Alright, so we got our corned beef in there braising away, and no corned beef is complete without cabbage and potatoes. So we're showing you a recipe that is not your traditional grandma recipe, but something better. So right here we got some cabbage. So we got a purple cabbage and we got a green cabbage here. And we're gonna mix these two together. We got potatoes, but they're not going in the cabbage. So we're gonna put these in the microwave. That's right, you heard me right, the microwave. We're gonna give these about 8 minutes to 10 minutes on potato. So use your potato settings, that's what we're putting that on. We got some pork fat here, fennel here, yellow onion, and red onion. Off to the stove we go. Alright, so we got some bacon rendering down. This is the salt pork, which is basically bacon. Now this is where you want to enter the rest of your ingredients. So here's the fresh fennel. Just get that in. I'm going to let that cook just for a second. Got a lot of it here. So let's just let that do its thing for a minute. Bring the flavors out of that fennel. I try to open it and let it bloom a little bit, like it's stewing and separating like now. And then we're going to go on with our onion. All of it. Here we go. Give that pan a little shake. And we're going to let that cook down. We're going to let that cook down for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so. And then we're going to add our cabbage. And we'll meet you back here, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. Alright, so we're cooked down a little bit here. The onions, that nice fennel, and the bacon. So now once you start to see it look like that, you can scrape the bottom a little bit, because the onions will just bring up everything off the bottom. Now you got all those nice flavors down there. Now start adding in your cabbage. And just stack it. Just like that. We're not going to salt right off the bat. We'll taste. There's a lot of bacon in there, salt in the bacon, so you might not need it. Last, you want to taste that and see if it needs any salt. That's it. We're going to let this cook down for about 20 minutes. We'll meet you back here. Don't go anywhere. Alright, so our cabbage is cooking down lovely. At this point, we're going to add just a splash of white wine. That's going to bring all those flavors up from the bottom and just bring out a lot of the flavor in this cabbage. And we're just going to give this a stir. Look at that. She's coming out gorgeous. Now this is not the traditional boiled cabbage that goes along with corned beef. Corned beef and cabbage, and everything's all boiled and all the flavor's gone out of it. So this cabbage right here has a lot of flavor, and this is what you want. You don't want that traditional boiled cabbage. Sometimes it's good, but when you're not in the mood for it and you want to just spark it up, this is it right here. Right, we're going to meet you right back here. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. Alright, so our cabbage is nicely cooked down. 30 minutes in. And this is what we have, uncovered. So we didn't put the cover on one time, and we just let it slowly just render down, and look at that. Alright, we're going to give this just a little sample, just to see where we're at. Salt. A little touch of that salt. It needs it. It's very hot. I'm gonna go just a little bit more. just to bring that flavor out of it. That's it. All right, we're gonna meet you back here, show you what to do with the potatoes, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, so here are our potatoes now. These are half cooked, a little bit more than half cooked. They're about 75% cooked. You could either put these in the oven or the microwave. Now these we put in the microwave, and these ones we did in the oven, so you can see a little difference there. All right, so what I do is just put them right down into the pan, like that, right into the oil. And we're just gonna brown up all the sides. Just like that. Make sure that you get all the moisture out of them, all the water off of them, so they don't pop on you. They're gonna pop a little bit, but don't be scared. All right, we'll meet you right back here. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, so our potatoes are almost done, and if you're doing this right and correctly, this is what they should look like. They shouldn't be mushy, they shouldn't fall apart on you, and you're just gonna turn them over. And let me tell you something, you can make these potato skins, and they're the best potato skins you could possibly ever have. Trust me on that. All right, we're gonna finish this up, plate up, and meet you right back here on the chopping block. Stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, here we are, season 5's chopping block. Corned beef and cabbage. Let's show you what we got. Now take a look at this. That's that plastic we put on the top. Undisturbed. That's how you want it. See that? Beautiful. All right, now I'm gonna go find an edge here and pull it off. And that's how it comes off. Just like that. And as you can see, it's still hot. And I think I'm gonna choose, where are we? Let's choose this one. Onto the bench we go. And what I'll do is just start slicing down. Now this is hot. I'm gonna start slicing down this way, just to show you what we got. Now, does that look gorgeous? And that's how you want to do that. So this is not your traditional corned beef and cabbage. I'm going to get a couple more slices out of here, just so I can show you what we're working with. Now we're going to give this a shot. Look at that. Excellent. Wow, that is spectacular. So we pulled this at 205 degrees. Now you don't want this to fall apart like a brisket, because it's not a traditional brisket. It's corned beef brisket. And the nice part about this, if you do it like this, you can heat it up the next day, or you can put it with your cabbage, warm it up the next day, and it's just gonna get softer as you go along. So we're gonna finish slicing this, and we're gonna meet you right back here to show you the complete meal, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, here we are officially on season 5's chopping block, corned beef and cabbage. Let's show you what we got. Take a look at this spread. Beautiful. Now tomorrow we're gonna slice that up on a deli slicer and make sandwiches out of that. So that's gonna be spectacular. But that's our plating. Let's plate up. So here is that beautiful cabbage that we made. So first thing we'll do is just get some of that onto the plate. Now this is not your traditional cabbage where everything is just boiled in water and you got water in the plate. You got the meat in the water and you got some potatoes that are falling apart in the water. So we're not doing that. We're giving you a beautiful spread here. Okay, so we got that. Let's tighten that plate up. Now these are those potatoes. So I think I'll take a potato and get it onto the plate here. Followed by, take another one here. I think we'll just put it over here. And we'll get a dollop of sour cream on there. Just like that. And turn this back a little bit more. Now on top of this, traditionally goes scallions or chives. We're going with some pickled onion. Some pickled red onion. So we'll just get those on there. Beautiful combination. Alright, and now time for the best part, the meat. So let's just get a couple of those nice slices in here. Just slide it across the plate. I hope you try this at home. You're definitely gonna love this one. It's definitely a must try. And I think I'll go for a nice fatty slice. That's my favorite right here, the fat. So I'll just put that off to the side. And we'll put a little greenery in there. Why not? It's just a little bunched up kale. Just to make that do its thing. A little flour there. And that's it. Alright. I'm going to turn this around for you so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Now spin it around this way. And there it is. Let's get into this. So the first thing that we're going to try is I think I'm going to try one of these potatoes. Get a little onion on there. If you like crispy, crunchy potato skins, you're gonna love that. And that one's just a game changer right there. Let's try that meat again. Get a nice fatty piece. My favorite piece, the fat. Outstanding. That rub that we put on here, the coriander, the black pepper, works phenomenal with this and all that smoke. This is definitely not your traditional corned beef and cabbage. Let's get into that cabbage. Crunchy, sweet, extremely herbaceous. You can taste that fennel in there. Excellent, excellent, excellent combination. All right, we're gonna get organized and we're gonna meet you guys right back here, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, and there it is. Corned beef. Perfectly smoked. And the rub on there was coriander and black pepper. We let it soak for a day, and then we smoked it. We served that with a gorgeous cabbage, fried potato, and plated it up unlike your grandmother would. I hope you guys like this one. We thank you for coming, and until the next time, gotta get that master taste again there.